So today, we need to talk about something that's making a lot of people nervous: Social Security and SNAP overpayments. Because right now, millions of Americans are asking the same question. What happens if I was overpaid? Do I lose my benefits later? Or is the government going to come knocking, demanding the money back? I want to walk you through everything that's happening, not just at the federal level but also at the state level. Because lawmakers from both parties are now openly admitting, yes, we've been overpaying, and now we're trying to fix it. And the way they're going about it, it's raising a lot of concerns. So in this video, I'm going to break it all down. What changes have already started, what's coming next, and how this could impact your monthly payments. But before we jump into all of that, just do me one favor. If you find these updates helpful, take 2 seconds and tap that like button. It helps more people see what's going on. Now, let's get into it. I hate to say it, but this was coming. Right now, the federal government is actively trying to claw back billions in what they're calling improper payments. That includes money from SNAP, also known as food stamps, and Social Security benefits. And it's not just about last month or this year. Some of this dates back years. They're even re-examining some of the enhanced unemployment funds from 5 years ago. So where did that money go? How did it help? Was it used properly? These are the questions now being asked in Washington, and the answers are leading to some serious changes. Let me give you an example. There was an update released just a few weeks ago. This happened on March 27, 2025. It confirmed that Social Security is now taking back 100% of overpayments. That's right, 100%. Last year, they were withholding just 10% of your benefits if they believed you were overpaid. Now, they can withhold all of it. Let's say you were overpaid by $4,000. Instead of asking you to pay it back in installments, they're just stopping your monthly payments completely until that balance is paid off. And that's already happening. And this isn't just happening with Social Security. States are moving fast too. Take a look at Iowa. Back in January, Iowa Republicans pushed forward a zero-tolerance policy aimed at ending food stamp overpayments altogether. Now, why does that matter? Because states across the country, both Republican and Democratic, are taking similar steps. Why? Because the federal government is cutting support. The message from Washington is clear. We're not bailing you out anymore. Find the fraud, stop the waste, or we stop sending money. And that's where this gets serious. Let me read you part of what was proposed. With over $36 trillion in national debt, we have no time to waste. We need to save taxpayer dollars and hold agencies accountable. One sector needing urgent reform is SNAP. That's not just political talk. That's now being written into bills. One of them is called the Snapback Inaccurate SNAP Payments Act, a bipartisan proposal that would force states to recoup every cent of overpaid SNAP benefits. The goal? Zero tolerance. That means even if you were overpaid by just a few dollars, the state would be required to take that money back. No questions asked. Now here's where it gets even more controversial. Under current law, overpayments under $54 aren't even counted as errors. That's the wiggle room states are given, a $54 monthly threshold. But now, senators are pushing to bring that number down to zero. So if you're overpaid by $53.99, that's officially an overpayment, and the state would be required to recover that money. Sound extreme? That's what a lot of people are saying, but lawmakers are arguing the only way to fix this system is to remove the flexibility and force full accountability. Now I know what many of you are thinking right now. How is this fair? If I didn't even know I was being overpaid, how is that my fault? And you're not alone. Even some lawmakers are asking that same question. Because in most cases, people receiving Social Security or SNAP have no control over how their benefit amount is calculated. You don't see the back-end formulas. You don't see the federal and state systems processing your claim. So if the error was made by the Social Security Administration or the USDA for SNAP, Why should the average person be punished for it? That's where this conversation is heading now. Some proposals floating around Congress would put the burden back on states and agencies, making them responsible for errors, not the recipients. Especially in cases where recipients had no way to know the payment amount was wrong. That means, if it was a calculation error or misclassification, the state may be forced to eat the cost, not you. Now to be clear, this doesn't apply to federal benefits like Social Security. That's still being handled by the Social Security Administration directly. But lawmakers are paying attention, because if millions of Americans start losing benefits they counted on, or get slammed with repayment demands, there's going to be political fallout. And with new discussions around tax credits and even potential relief later this year, you can bet no one in Congress wants to be seen making things worse right now. So here's the bottom line. Yes, overpayments are being clawed back. Yes, states and agencies are tightening the rules. But also, the debate around fairness is heating up. Whether it's through legal changes, waivers, or future legislation, we may see some protections added for people who genuinely didn't know there was an error. Until then, the best thing you can do? Stay informed. Read your letters, track your deposits, and if something looks off, get it in writing and ask questions. That's where things stand right now. And I'll keep watching this story closely, especially if more states adopt zero-tolerance policies, or if the federal government announces any new clawback efforts. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next update. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.